So I'm out here today on NoName Creek in the middle of nowhere, and I've chosen to work this area. I'm going to clean out this section between these boulders here and just kind of clean up this area, the larger stuff off the top mostly, and eventually work in over to a little larger boulder area that's right over along this side. This is inside bend of the creek, and I've got a pretty decent spot right here where I can set the sluice box up. Plenty of water going through here right now. Yeah, let's get to work. And there we have it. I've moved that one boulder out of there. It now resides in the creek. I've got 2 buckets full. We're going to go ahead and run those through the sluice box. But I think my next move is going to be going this direction. I'm going to move this boulder out of the way, this boulder out of the way. Pretty much work about the same size area here. But we'll go ahead and we'll run these buckets and we'll see what's in them first. All right, let's see how lucky we can get. Here's the first scoop into the sluice box. Running a little slow, but I don't mind that. Any gold in the mat. I got a piece of color right there. Can I shade that? There we go. Is that a piece of color right there? First scoop? I would say so. I love this area. Alright. Get back to you when these buckets are finished. We'll show you this. We'll show you the sluice box. Alright, so we got both of those buckets finished. Run through the sluice box. I'm going to take a look under the mat or under the pan, but there are a few more pieces in there. There's one right here in the top corner. There's that one that was still there and another one right next to it. And then, who knows, there's more down in here, I'm sure. So, we'll get 2 more buckets screened out, filled up. We'll work into that area there and we'll check back in with you. And with the power of movie magic, just like that, we've got 2 more buckets. And we're gonna run them through our sluice. We'll do a check on our sluice here. Oh yeah, everything's still sitting here. That guy, those guys. Alright, let's put some more gold in here. So we've got those next 2 buckets done, so that's a total of 4 buckets now out of this spot here. We've run through the sluice box. Let's see here. There's not much more showed up in that after that run. Well, at least in the top mat there. But there's stuff dancing around all over the place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to focus on going down, and because this is bedrock, there's bedrock, this is all bedrock right here. So I'm going to go down and see how far I can get. I'm going to run 2 more buckets. And we'll check back in with you. Alright, we've got buckets number 5 and 6 out of this hole, going down deeper here, and then I'll be working on this deeper area on the next 2 buckets. But let's get these ones run through the sluice box. Those are run. We got another new chunky D's right there. Yeah. Still got some decent gold showing up. I'm gonna keep going. So that was 5 and 6. We'll do 7 and 8. So why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. We've got buckets number 7 and 8 right here. We are digging deep. We are digging deep. We're going to run them through the sluice box. Here's where we're sitting right now. Got some color. Color. Yes. All right. Let's run these buckets and I'll get back to you. Got those guys run. Gonna go for 2 more buckets. That'll be number 9 and number 10, and then we'll clean out the sluice box. Gold's shifting around. Where are we? Up over in the corner there. Couple pieces there. All right. Let's run our last 2 buckets. Let's get them filled. Get them through the sluice. All right, we are finished for the moment. We've filled buckets 9 and 10. We'll get them run through the sluice box and we'll do a cleanup. Well, we finished our buckets 9 and 10 in the sluice. We had a nice new flake show up right there. That's how the box looks before we clean up. That's after 10 buckets. That's not too bad. I've seen it better, but that's not too bad. So let's get this cleaned up and we'll see what's in it. All right, we're down to the last little bit. Not too bad. That looks like a good take. Let's get her cleaned up the rest of the way and we'll show you. Well, there we have it. All cleaned up. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. We'll get all cleaned up. We'll head home until our next adventure.